Hello. Today I want to talk about something very serious. I think there's been a lot of talk in recent times, especially about conspiracies. And it seems that there are some people who think that there is a sinister conspiracy afoot to take away your freedoms. And in fact, what I would like to tell you is that there is definitely a sinister conspiracy afoot to take away your freedoms. Um, and to keep you repressed. And this conspiracy has been around for a very long time and has been manipulating you your entire life. I I can't be absolutely sure, but I strongly suspect that it's quite possible that Donald Trump could be involved with this conspiracy. Joe Biden could also be involved with this conspiracy. The United Nations might be involved with this conspiracy, or Communist China, and probably quite a lot of other people and organizations are involved with this conspiracy. But none of the ones I've named are the head of this conspiracy. It's also quite likely that the school system and the education system have something to do with this conspiracy. And possibly religious institutions, the church, or certain churches, or other religious movements. It may be that groups of other people could have to do with this conspiracy, because it is in fact a very vast and multifaceted conspiracy to control your freedom. But again, none of those institutions or the particular leaders of those institutions, not the Pope or George Soros, are the actual head of the conspiracy. And that's where the secret lies. That's the place that a lot of these conspiracy theories fail to understand, because they're looking at these very public figures that any of us will recognize from the news and try to think that those are the people, or even organizations that are semi-shadowy, right? The Illuminati, right? And thinking that groups like that, the Illuminatis or the Rotarians or whoever, the Club of Rome, that those are the heads of the conspiracy, right? The Bohemian Grove or Skull and Bones Society. But that would be kind of too easy, wouldn't it? I mean, if they're visible enough that they exist, that you recognize that they're there, or that they existed once, or that they might still be there, that wouldn't be a very good shadowy conspiracy. No, the genius of this conspiracy to rob you of your freedom and of meaning in the world is that the head of that conspiracy is not going to be some controversial social or political figure or some strange group. But I know the truth, and assuming that YouTube lets me put up this video, I want to share it with you because I think that it's very important. I'm not kidding. This isn't a joke. There absolutely is a sinister conspiracy to take away your freedom and to rob you of the potential of what you really could have been, right? Or what you really could be, if you can find a way to break free of the influence of this conspiracy. And I know who is the head, the shadowy figure that is in charge of this conspiracy to rob you of your freedom. It's you. You are the head of this conspiracy to rob you of your freedom. Because your ability to be free, it doesn't depend on the international banking system or the military industrial complex or the Democratic National Convention or anything like that. And I'm not saying that any of the various groups I've named on all sides of the spectrum are good or bad. But what I am saying is that none of them are doing the job you're doing at limiting yourself. The person who is behind the conspiracy that has kept you afraid, that has kept you insecure, that has kept you feeling small or powerless, that's you. You're the boss of that conspiracy. That conspiracy has symptoms, it has cohorts, right? So, it might be that you are allowing yourself, the head of the conspiracy, to use politics or, economics or world diplomacy, or current events of troubling nature, be it, related to war or the environment or poverty or famine or anything like that. All of those things are certainly things that the head of the conspiracy could be using and manipulating in order to help keep you trapped at less than what you really could be. But those aren't responsible, Neither Donald Trump nor Joe Biden are the ones responsible for causing you suffering. You're responsible for your suffering. You're responsible for the fear that you might feel about things in the world today. And so the only way to defeat the shadowy conspiracy that has tried to keep you repressed for most of your life is to find that mastermind and put a stop to them. To undo their lifelong effort, the effort that's lasted your entire life, to absorb foreign influences and make those foreign influences stunt your own ability to discover your own inner potential, your own true will, your own superior individual, to use the language of the I Ching. The choice is there in front of you all the time. And whatever else is happening in the world, keeping in mind that some of the great sages have lived in some of the most troubled times, including, since I mentioned the I Ching, Confucius lived his entire life during a period of ceaseless war between fractured Chinese states. That's not an excuse. Whatever is going on outside is not the excuse. I mean, actually, it is the excuse that you are making, but it's not the real reason. It's not an excuse for you. It's not a legitimate excuse for you to fail to manifest your own superior individual, to be the best you can be, to stick to your morals, to overcome the fears that you might feel about the world and do your best anyways, to always do your best, to always seek to be the most virtuous that you can manage to be in any given situation, in the right way for that situation. And that's the way that you defeat the shadowy conspiracy. The conspiracy that you have been running on yourself for your entire life. I hope you like this video. And if you do like it, please subscribe, share the video if you like. And if you're interested, take a look at the other videos on the playlists of this channel. If you want more information about a process of spiritual training that can help you, it can't do it for you, but it can help you to work on developing the superior individual and overcoming those conspiratorial blocks that you put upon yourself. Take a look at the playlist for the IFA Society. And if you find that interesting, feel free to get in touch about applying to join the IFA Society. And if you're not looking for that, but you are looking to keep in touch and check out the various teachings, then take a look in the description below. There'll be a link to subscribe to the mailing list, which is free. And when you subscribe, in the welcome message in the email that you receive at subscription, you will find a link to a PDF of a free PDF of The Path and the Power, which is my translation and commentary of the Tao Te Ching. So if you are a fan already of the Magician's I Ching, it's a perfect complement for that. And it's yours for free if you sign up to the mailing list, which sends a single email every month or two, with just lists of links and quotes and articles or teachings that I might have done in all the various media that I try to use. So thank you very much. Again, please share and like more than anything, because that helps the algorithm, I guess. that there's a real conspiracy. Anyways, thank you, and we'll see you next time.